vraiment changé notre planète. Ces inventeurs ont fait de vous l'homme que vous êtes. Ils ont tout imaginé, tout trouvé, démontré. La lune qui gravite et la pomme qui tombe déconfite. Ils ont cherché à mesurer le temps qui donne l'heure. Ils ont voulu nous offrir tous les gages du bonheur. Une lumière exemplaire qui éclaire, qui prospère et ouvre le chemin aux rêves des humains. Ils ont trouvé des leviers pour soulever le monde. Et grâce à eux, la Terre a voulu jouer à la ronde. Tourner, tourner, toutes les roues de la locomotion. Et des automobiles qui se suivent enfiler des fils, puis vite filent les découvreurs. Chevauchent déjà d'autres chimères. Pour que progresse dans la sagesse notre vieille terre. Les découvreurs, les découvreurs.
July 6th, 1945, Alamogordo, New Mexico.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire! Okay, boys.
An atomic bomb. Much brighter than 1,000 suns. Lord, where are we headed?
Hiroshima, August 6th, 1945. And that day...
Hiroshima, 10 o'clock. It's exactly 10 seconds we drop it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let it go!
It's awful, simply awful.
Yes, awful. And then man had now unleashed a terrifying power, a destructive force that he hardly understood. A few years earlier, he hadn't even known it existed. Well, sure, the atomic bomb ended a horrible war, but it also changed everybody's life.
Just who invented it?
It was more than one person. Lots of men and women worked to make it.
Tell us the story. Who did it? Who invented the bomb?
Well, if I had to choose one scientist who contributed to the discoveries, well...
Well?
Albert Einstein, are you with us today?
Yes, sir, I think I am.
You think you are,
Yes, sir.
but you're not sure?
Well, sir, it's hard to be sure of anything.
Silence! You all right? I'm sure I'm in class 100 times. Understand?
Yes, sir, I think so.
You think so? You're not sure?
Yes, sir, I'm sure. I think.
200 times! You'll write it 200 times! Understand?
What do I write 200 times, sir?
You'll write what I told you to write. Understand? No, don't say any more, Albert. As long as you know you're in Munich, Germany, and what we want is discipline, you'll walk straight and narrow. No, don't answer. Just go and walk straight.
Hey, watch it, Al. He told you to walk straight. He'll kick you out.
Oh, you know teachers. They think they're generals. Walk straight. But if you do, you'll never discover anything.
Huh?
Water is made of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 of oxygen. That's clear.
Oh, yeah, it's clear as water, sir.
Yes.
And you, Albert Einstein, you said nothing? Is all of that clear?
Yes, sir, I suppose it is.
That's all? That's all, suppose?
Well, you see, sir, it's not easy to be certain.
Einstein, get out! You're good for nothing! You are expelled!
Look here, Albert. It won't do expelled from school.
I wasn't learning anything, Pop. Just a lot of discipline. Stand up, walk straight, shut up, sit down. In Germany, discipline counts a lot, I guess.
One of your relatives lives in Zurich, Switzerland. You could go to school there.
I'd really like Switzerland, all the mountains and the chocolate. Great!
How well your mother plays.
I've got a new mathematical riddle, the kind that you like. Here it is. Now, the animal that we're looking for is mysterious, so we'll call him X. But we'll catch him, you'll see.
Hey, Albert, how about a trip, okay?
Hey, look over there. Hey, I don't believe it. A girl.
Yeah, a girl. This is a boys' school.
Yeah, she must have got lost. She thinks this is where she's gonna learn sewing.
How to be a nurse.
There's no reason why a girl can't study physics and mathematics. Don't make fun of her.
Mind your own business. No, you'll regret it, Albert.
Listen, you're lucky they're holding me.
Nobody's holding you back.
Nobody wants to hear your ideas. She's got no business in our school.
I'm Albert Einstein.
Mileva marriage.
Well, I came here to study theoretical physics.
Me too, and mathematics.
So do I, and astronomy.
So do I. It's curious.
Good, we'll be seeing each other.
Uh-huh.
Lately, there have been so many remarkable discoveries in physics.
The movement of molecules.
And electrons.
Forces of inertia.
And of gravitation. Mileva.
Albert, look at it.
Mileva, you know...
Know what, Albert?
Well, the moon is 240,000 miles away, and light from it takes 1 second to reach us. On Earth, we see it 1 second late.
Well, so what?
Imagine a ray of light leaving the sun, reflecting off the moon, and then coming to Earth. Imagine that I could travel at the speed of light.
Do you think that's possible?
I'm not sure, but let's suppose that it is.
Oh, what's this guy? Looks like a man. A little man.
That's not possible.
No, a man can't go as fast as us. What do you call it?
Nobody, that's right.
Unless it's all in a dream, huh?
If I move at the speed of light, there won't be any more light for me to see because relative to me, it doesn't move. It's getting late. Let's go home.
So, I could have bet it was you, Albert. Again, you have forgotten your key, I suppose.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Kuntz. I guess I was lost in thought.
Always you are doing the same thing, Albert. You have head in the clouds. Ja, gut. I come right down.
Well, it sure is complicated. Your idea, there's lots easier things to think about, Albert.
Really, it's simple. Look, I'm saying it's impossible to determine absolute motion for any object. Imagine the Earth turns around the sun, huh?
Well, sure it does.
But the sun is moving in our galaxy.
That's right, it does.
Well, then what is the Earth's motion? Some scientists say the universe is filled with a very light substance called ether, and all the planets move through it. But I don't believe that. We'll do an experiment to find out. Wait, this goes on the top. We're going to measure movement of the air. Of course, it's not ether.
Be careful, Albert.
quick, quick! Yeah. No!
Ah, my God. I knew it would end up badly.
Oh, Albert, is he hurt?
I wouldn't say it proved a lot.
All the same, I'm sure that ether doesn't exist.
Quite a gadget.
Interesting. So light does have a force.
Right.
And it's made up of particles.
Suppose we call them photons.
Now we've got a real name. We're photons. Photon. I like it. Watch it. We're coming in.
The photon's energy,
Produces an electric current
we could calculate its energy.
and explain photoelectricity.
Photoelectricity. Now, what are they talking about?
Who cares? It's all useless. Useless, is it? Well, take a look. Without photons, no TV or photos, in fact, no more light.
And so the atomic bomb was Einstein's?
No, not really. But he discovered a law of physics that caused a sensation, the transformation of mass into energy. Without that idea.
Einstein discovered everything.
No, not quite everything. And we mustn't forget that Mileva was a big help.
An object can be turned into energy.
And its mass is equivalent to a tremendous quantity of energy. Incredible.
This small object can release a colossal energy.
The equivalent of tons of dynamite. Here's the formula. E equals mc squared.
What an elegant formula. Can mankind use this energy?
They'll use it all right, but it really worries me.
Albert, I found you a job.
That's great. I really need one. Is it a teaching job?
No. It's at the patents office in Bern.
What'll I do there?
Well, you look at what people invent and decide whether their gadgets are useful or not. Anyway, you'll be
thanks
earning
a lot.
living.
I appreciate it, Marcel. Mileva, we're moving to Bern.
Well, Mr. Einstein, the least we can say is you do work quickly.
Albert, dear, what time is it?
The time, yes. It's 10 o'clock. We'll be late.
Oh, goodness, I have to change.
The ring. Where'd I put it?
Oh, Albert, you haven't forgotten the keys.
I don't have them.
Ah, Mr. Einstein, you forgot them again.
I'm sorry, I really am.
You just stay there. I'll come.
You know, I think our theory's taking shape. Come and help me with some calculations.
Yes, all right. And you come and stir the soup.
Baby.
Look at him.
Hans Albert is learning to walk.
That's wonderful. Mileva, this theory of relativity is almost ready. Do you think that the speed of light is...
One thing is certain. Time is relative.
Relative? Relative? constant, not relative, always the same.
Not at all. It depends on the observer's viewpoint.
I don't give a tick for your observer. I count the seconds, the minutes, the years, the centuries. Time is not elastic.
Yes, it is. Just the word. It's elastic. Let's suppose that in the future we'll send rockets into space, moving at the speed of light. Let's also imagine that I can split into two people. And my double goes off aboard one of the rockets. 186,000 miles per second. That's almost the speed of light.
Here on Earth, 40 years have elapsed. On the rocket, at almost 186,000 miles a second, almost no time's gone by. Time's almost stood still, so
I only aged a couple of years. Had I stayed on Earth, I too would be 40 years older.
That means that after such a trip, you're younger than I am.
That's right. It's only a theoretical experiment, of course. No rocket can move at the speed of light. Anyway, not yet.
These Einsteins are crazy.
Not as crazy as all that. In 1905, Einstein published 4 articles that attracted worldwide attention. Of course, not everyone agreed.
Don't pay any attention to Einstein and his relativity. The whole idea is absurd. Some minor employee in the burnt patent office isn't going to teach all the scientists in Germany.
Near the Solvay meeting, a gathering of the greatest scientists from around the world. Max Planck, Langevin, Rutherford, Perrin, Marie Curie, Poincaré, and the youngest of all, well, it was Einstein. In 1913, Einstein is named director of the Kaiser Wilhelm Institute in Berlin. Mileva refused to go with him. In any case, their marriage was on the rocks. Shortly after the divorce, Albert married his cousin Elsa. Just as Einstein was awarded the Nobel Prize, the greatest scientific award there is.
Relativity, it's against the true German spirit. A Jewish plot. That's right, Professor Wayland. Absolutely, that's true, and I'll explain why. This theory is,
It's Einstein.
Well, relativity, in fact, it's no more than a bad joke. Einstein maintains that light, that time, well, you see how subversive it is.
Excuse me, I forgot my pen. Would you lend me one?
With pleasure, Professor.
German good sense opposes these. The flights of fantasy. Time is unchanging. Space is infinite.
Relativity has nothing to do with Germans or Jews. It's a universal law. Consider, space-time, and that, gentlemen, is what relativity is.
Nah. Huh?
Oh. In Einstein's hand, my pen will describe the entire universe, and it's mine.
Be careful, Professor. They're all dangerous.
Einstein was right. You see that? Wow. Einstein had predicted it. A gravitational field is distorted by the sun's mass. Light rays, therefore, are bent towards the sun. That proves the theory of relativity is correct.
This letter was signed by 100 of the greatest scientists in Germany. All of them condemn Einstein's relativity.
Because there are 100 doesn't make them right. Come.
Adolf Hitler came to power. For him, Jews were the enemies of the state, and Einstein was at the top of the list. Einstein is dismissed and he leaves Germany for the United States.
Mrs. Einstein, Professor, may I welcome you to Princeton University. I hope you'll be happy here with us. Here we are. This is your new home.
That sure is a big book you're reading. Guess you know how to count.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can give me some help. Because I got a hard problem to do for my homework.
Well, let me see. 2 plus 3, that equals 2, 3, 4, and 5.
You sure?
As sure as you can be about anything.
We'll see if the teacher agrees.
You want to know where Einstein lives? The professor? I'm sorry, we're not allowed to give out that kind of information. What? You say that you are the Professor Einstein?
Yes, I am Albert Einstein. I forgot my address. Would you give it to me, please?
Oh!
Know what? You were right. 2 and 3 happen to make 5. You're really smart.
Sometimes I wonder. I also have a problem, and I don't know how to solve it.
Well, what's the problem?
I'm trying to find the universal law that would link gravity and electromagnetism. The law of a unified field, understand?
Sounds pretty complicated. But I'll think it over.
A tie? Do I really have to wear one?
Albert, when you visit the president, you wear a tie.
Yes, as usual, you're right.
The President of the United States and Mrs. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Professor Einstein, it's a great honor for us. We're delighted to welcome you. 1938, Germany annexes Austria and then takes Czechoslovakia. 1939, Germany invades Poland. France and Britain enter the war. 1940, Germany invades Denmark, Norway, the Netherlands, all the way to Paris. Italy joins Germany. France invaded, signs an amnesty, and Britain stands alone.
I am a pacifist. I detest war. But there are circumstances that justify the use of force when facing an enemy who would destroy the world.
On December 7th, 1941, the Japanese, who had joined Germany, launched a surprise attack on the American naval base at Pearl Harbor. Well, of course, the United States entered the war immediately.
We have achieved a chain reaction. Now it's only a question of time. Look here, a neutron hits a uranium nucleus, releasing 2 or 3 other neutrons, and in turn, these hit other uranium nuclei, and thus a chain reaction is created. The energy released corresponds to Einstein's formula, E equals mc squared.
And so E equals mc squared is the atomic bomb.
Yes, E is energy, and it equals m, the mass of the explosive, multiplied by c, the constant speed of light squared. Yeah, but it's also medical radiation treatment that saved many lives. Nuclear power plants for supplying electricity as reserves of oil are diminishing. And sometime in the future, space travel all the way to distant galaxies. Yes, without Einstein's genius, a basic understanding of our universe might never have been revealed.
Les découvreurs façonnent pour nous des mondes meilleurs. L'œil vers le ciel, leurs pensées vagabondent ailleurs. Tourne-manège des étoiles, des planètes, des comètes. Voici que l'homme décolle, il va quitter le sol. Mes paroles, c'est qu'il s'envole. Demain, ils nous mèneront vers d'autres firmaments. Car pour eux, l'homme n'en est qu'au début de son roman. Les